if we were doing this makeup for film or television, we wouldn't simply be able to use a little bit of a pencil and fill in his brow to raise it a little bit. We would definitely be doing all kinds of tricks with latex and adhesives, and but for stage, we have the magic of distance in this production. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to prep Ricardo for his wig, and we simply add some pop clips and then some toupee clips and a stocking cap, and that'll help secure the wig, hopefully secure the wig.
Keeping the wig on is always a big deal.
We start with a heavier foundation on Ricardo, and the only time we really have to touch him up is the interval and during a quick change below the stage. So it's a heavier foundation than what a lot of the other dancers get. Also, the character has an eye patch. We don't know what happened to the eye. We've had all kind of fanciful theories of how he may have lost an eye.
The eye patch has a double mesh, and it's truly hard to see through. There's the tricks that you got to do with your hands, and you really need to see. So my right eye is the more reliable eye, I suppose. You arrived in 1978. I arrived in November 1979.
Wow.
It was my very first Nutcracker, 43 years performing it. I get excited because it is a beautiful role to play. And I'm very fortunate to still be on stage and sharing the excitement with the kids, particularly seeing the children's expressions and how each one of them is getting their first taste of performing and being a part of a company. So.
Wish they didn't so Ricardo has a very dark hairline, and it's a white wig, and the wig does not have what's called a blender or a camouflage layer built into it. So just to minimize his hairline showing through the wig, we just painted in a little bit white.
It's art.
Right. And the pins I'm putting in now are probably, I think they're for me. They're psychological pins for me, in that they help secure the lace. If anything were to happen to the adhesive, then it really wouldn't be able to slide.
So this is not my favorite
This is
part,
his very favorite part.
because you shave so that you can, glue this thing on, and then this glue smells really bad. There's something terrible that happens inside of me every time I smell it.
Okay, take your last
And it
breath.
burns.
Yeah, it burns especially after you've just shaved.
It smells so bad.
Is absolutely beautifully made white yak hair. So it stays in such nice shape because it's styled and cleaned each performance, which is how we get that nice little shape to it.
Final touch.
The real Drosselmeyer. And there he is.
Are we done?
Yep.
Ta-da!
There he is.